What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and this is the Big Cheese IGN. Steve Butts.
That's me.
Steve.
Yeah.
Every day I am blessed to come in and work with you, look in your eyes. But today I'm super blessed because you saw more Batman. I want to know all about it. What's happening in Arkham Knight?
I got the details right here on my Batpad.
What happened?
So we saw the game pick up right where it left off at GDC. Did you see it at GDC?
I saw it at GDC.
So Scarecrow, who's the big bad in this one, is at Ace Chemicals, right? And he's got this guy working for him called the Arkham Knight. And we don't really know much about him. He seems like this kind of quasi-military guy. He's got an army. He's got all this amazing military hardware. And Scarecrow, predictably, as happens in probably 50% of superhero movies and superhero games, wants to release some sort of fear toxin. Yeah, he's releasing some kind of gas, and Batman's got to stop him.
When's he going to learn?
So Batman shows up at Ace Chemical, all the cops are there, Gordon's there, and they're all about to go in, and bam, the Arkham Knight blows up the bridge. Nobody can get across except for Batman, right? The Dark Knight. Oracle's in the game. She kind of tells Batman a little bit about the Arkham Knight. She says, look, we traced him to Venezuela. He's maybe this warlord, maybe this military guy. I gotta say, with a name like Arkham Knight, like they could have predicted where this guy was going to strike next. I don't know why they're so surprised like he shows up.
Oh, he came to Gotham.
But yeah, he seems to present a real serious challenge to Batman. There is that crazy, stupid superhero moment where he's got Batman in his sights. He's like in a big helicopter with all these missiles, and the Scarecrow's like, wait. Don't kill him just yet. You're like, no, kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him right
That's
now.
the point.
But they want to make a longer game than the first 30 minutes. So,
well, that's the whole thing about it, right? Is that we know from the trailer it's a year after Arkham City. Scarecrow has threatened everybody in the city, so all the good guys have left. Only bad guys are on the street. You couldn't just have it end right there. There has to be a bigger plot around who Arkham Knight is and what he's out to do.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the big trick for this game, though, on Batman's side, though, is he's got the Batmobile. Ooh. That's the thing that allows him to combat the Arkham Knight to sort of even the odds when it comes to fighting the army and this guy in this big helicopter. We got to play it in both modes, Pursuit and Battle.
Yeah.
So the Pursuit mode is the Batmobile that you see in the TV shows and the movies, just sort of driving fast and it's crazy. And Batman can leap out of it now. He can do sort of like a glide out of the Batmobile as it's going and
to pick up momentum
grapple and stuff. But it's also got this really cool moment where it's remote controlled and he can call it to him and it comes zooming in and he jumps right in. And it reminded me a lot of the Titanfall animation, right? When the Titanfall comes in, it just picks you up and puts you in the cockpit. It's exactly like that in this case, except without the big robot arms.
Right, yeah.
But the big cool thing is that it transforms into a tank. So when you find yourself facing off, against a bunch of like heavily armored vehicles, you can switch to this other mode, which gives you full 360 degrees of movement. You can actually strafe in this thing now. It's got a machine gun, it's got a cannon, independent aiming. So it's very much like a first-person shooter in that case. And it's super fun.
It works?
Yeah, it totally
works. This is a new
works.
thing for them, obviously. They've done Rocksteady's done two Batman games, no Batmobile, now here it is finally. Interesting.
Yeah, it totally works. Then there's some gameplay elements that aren't specifically combat related, like there's sweet jumps and ramps and things like that you have to get to new areas. And then you can even use there's like a power winch on the Batmobile that you can use to solve certain puzzles. So Batman's stuck in an elevator because the elevator's not working. Bam, you take the Batmobile and winch onto the cable of the elevator and then back the Batmobile out and the elevator goes up as you back out. So you can actually use the Batmobile in the environment to unlock new areas.
That's real cool.
It's super cool, yeah.
All right. So what you saw, positive. You're a big Batman fan too. I'm
a huge Batman fan, and it's got a couple of new things that make this guy seem a little more like Batman. I mean, I love the combat system in the Rocksteady games, but Batman's got these fear takedowns now. Or these sort of fear abilities that when he drops into a room with like 8 guys, he doesn't have to fight all at once. He can kind of scare some of them and put them out of combat for a little while, which to me fits the character a little bit more. It's got sort of that same sort of Batman vibe. He's Batman, right? Because criminals are cowardly and superstitious. Yeah. And so they actually leverage that in gameplay in this game, which is really cool.
Final question for you, Steve.
Yeah.
Who is Arkham Knight?
I don't know. Maybe it's Colin Moriarty.
No, it's not Colin Moriarty. You think? What about? There's always every time we put up a video, we don't talk enough. The kids in the comments say about Azrael, right? Azrael shows up in the Batman games. He has this whole soliloquy about how he's going to burn it. And then there's fire and the thing. Then Hush shows up at the end of the city. People think it's him. Blah, blah. Do you think it's either of those people? They've made a point to say it's a brand new character. Yeah. But that sounds like BS. Yeah. Technically, Arkham Knight is a brand new character. Who's underneath the mask? Is that a brand new character? Yeah,
I don't think this is a Winter Soldier thing. I think it's going to be some tangential person we haven't seen before. That's my prediction, at least. I could be totally wrong. I don't know for a fact that it is that way. What's your prediction?
I don't know, man. I think it's going to be somebody we know. Okay. It seems weird to be like, hey, here's this whole new character that we're not going to reveal unless they reveal it in the first hour. It's got to be somebody we know. Otherwise, you get to the end and it's Old Man Mooney from down the street, Bruce Wayne's oldest. No, it's got to be somebody we know.
You're going with Alfred Pennyworth then?
Of course, yeah. That's how they end the series.
Perfect.
Just a stab in the face. So that's my prediction for Arkham Knight. Steve, when's Batman Arkham Knight coming out?
Well, that's the thing. We're not going to be able to find out the answer to any of these questions till 2015 now.
2015. Yeah. Delayed. Table flipped. Everything sucks.
And a lot can happen between now and then. But, I mean, given the way this game's going and the reputation that the studio has, I'm willing to give them a little extra time and wait for a better experience.
Right, exactly. A delayed game can be good. A released game that's bad is always bad.
We want the Batman game we deserve and the one that we want. And I think for that we have to wait till 2015.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Batman Arkham Knight so far? Let us know in the comments. Then make sure you keep coming back here to IGN for everything, whether it be comics, movies, TV, about that there Dark Knight.